Ever wondered what's behind that comical, bone-dry wit of our beloved Soul King Brook? Well, let's dive into the world of One Piece and unravel the mystery. Brook, the musician of the Straw Hat Pirates, is a character unlike any other. With his skeletal frame, towering afro, and cane sword, he's hard to miss amidst the colorful crew. And who could forget his first encounter with the Straw Hats? A skeletal figure adrift in the vast ocean, inviting the crew to a meal with a hearty laugh. Quite the introduction, wasn't it? But Brook is more than just a bag of bones. His jovial personality and constant humor bring light to the darkest corners of the Grand Line. His laughter echoes, his songs resonate, and his stories captivate. He's the heart and soul of the Straw Hats, in every sense of the word. But beneath those hollow eyes and skeletal grin, there's a story of courage, resilience, and unyielding loyalty. Brook wasn't always a skeleton. Once upon a time, he was a living, breathing musician. Before the skeletal transformation that turned him into the Soul King we know today, Brook was a man of flesh and blood. His life was a symphony, a rhythm of music and swordplay. He was a member of the Rumbar Pirates, a crew known not only for their strength and skill, but also for their soulful melodies. Brook was the heart of this musical ensemble, his violin tunes filling the air with an energy that was as infectious as it was inspiring. But he was not just a musician. He was also a swordsman, quick and agile, his blade dancing in his hands as rhythmically as his violin bow. His dual role made him a unique presence in the crew, a man of many talents, a pirate of melody and might. Yet it was not just song and sword that defined Brook. There was a deeper layer to his character, a promise that anchored him. A promise he made to his crew, a pledge of friendship and loyalty that transcended the boundaries of life and death. He promised that no matter what, they would all meet again. A promise that, unbeknownst to him, would test him in ways he could have never imagined. Life on the sea was not always smooth sailing. There were storms to weather, battles to fight, and losses to mourn. And for Brook, one loss in particular would prove to be the most devastating. The loss of his crew, his friends, his family. The music that once filled the air was replaced by a deafening silence. The laughter and camaraderie that once echoed on the ship were replaced by a haunting emptiness. A tragic turn of events, however, would forever change the course of Brook's life. The promise he made became his sole purpose, a beacon of hope in the darkness of despair. It was a promise that would push him beyond the limitations of mortality, a promise that would transform him into the Soul King. Being the only survivor of his crew wasn't easy, especially when that meant living alone for decades. Imagine yourself in the shoes of the Soul King Brook. As the only living member of the Rumbar Pirates, he was left to wander the seas in solitude. His comrades, his friends, his family, they were all gone, leaving behind only a skeleton of a man. Brook's existence was one of isolation and hardship. His ship, the Grand Line, became his prison and his sanctuary. Stranded in the Florian Triangle, he was surrounded by nothing but fog and the haunting echoes of his past. But it was in this solitude that Brook's resilience truly shone. A lesser individual might have succumbed to despair, but Brook was a survivor. With only the company of his own thoughts and the music he played on his violin, he managed to persist. The darkness of the sea became his canvas, and his music, his light. His melodies echoed through the silence, a testament to his indomitable spirit. He was alone, but he was not defeated. His music became his lifeline, his way of connecting with a world he could no longer touch. Each note was a defiant cry against the solitude, a reminder of the promise he made to his crew and to himself. Brook's survival was not just about physical endurance. It was about clinging to hope, holding on to the promise he made to a dear friend. He promised to deliver a whale's final tune to a distant friend, and it was this promise that kept him going. His struggle was a testament to the human spirit's ability to endure even the most unbearable of circumstances. His story is a reminder that even in the darkest hours, hope can shine the brightest. Through all the years of loneliness, Brook's music became his beacon, guiding him through the foggy seas. His loneliness was his song, and his song was his strength. But even in the face of such solitude, Brook never lost sight of his promise. When Brook encountered the Straw Hat crew, he found a new lease on life. When the lanky, afro-sporting skeleton first met the rambunctious crew, he was a solitary soul, seeking companionship yet afraid of rejection due to his skeletal appearance. However, the Straw Hats, being the free-spirited, accepting bunch they are, saw past his bony exterior. They saw a comrade, a friend, a fellow adventurer. Brook's introduction to the Straw Hats was anything but ordinary. In the midst of a foggy sea loomed a ghost ship with Brook as its only tenant. Luffy, the charismatic captain of the Straw Hats, didn't hesitate to extend an invitation to Brook. Yet Brook, carrying the weight of his past, initially declined. He was haunted by the memory of his previous crew, the Rumbar Pirates, who all met their tragic end, leaving Brook alone for decades. But as fate would have it, the Straw Hats weren't easily deterred. They saw in Brook a kindred spirit, a fellow dreamer who lived by the pirate's code of freedom and adventure. This similarity between his old crew, the Rumbar Pirates, and the Straw Hats, struck a chord with Brook. The Rumbar Pirates, much like the Straw Hats, were a cheerful group, valuing camaraderie, laughter, and music above all else. This parallel gave Brook a glimmer of hope, of a life beyond loneliness. The turning point came when Luffy, displaying an unwavering faith in Brook, asked him once more to join the crew. This time, Brook accepted. He saw in the Straw Hats a reincarnation of his old crew, a chance to fulfill the promise he made to his old friend, Laboon. This acceptance gave him a renewed sense of purpose, an opportunity to make music and memories with a new family. With new comrades by his side, Brook was ready to face any challenge. His acceptance into the Straw Hat crew marked the beginning of a new chapter, a chapter filled with adventures, camaraderie, and the sweet melody of the Soul King's music echoing through the open seas. As a member of the Straw Hats, Brook has shown immense growth and courage. His journey, marked by key moments of bravery and loyalty, has truly showcased the depth of his character. Let's take a moment to dive into some of these pivotal moments. One of the most significant is his confrontation with Big Mom, the fearsome Yonko. Faced with an adversary of such monumental strength, many would falter. Not Brook. He stood tall, displaying a courage that was both inspiring and moving. This moment was a testament to his growth, a stark contrast to the lonesome musician we first met. And then there was the retrieval of the poneglyph, a mission of utmost importance to the Straw Hats. This was no simple task. It required stealth, strategy, and a certain bravery to face the unknown. Brook, despite the odds, rose to the occasion. His success not only advanced the crew's journey, but also solidified his place as an invaluable member of the team. But perhaps the most striking aspect of Brook's development is his unwavering loyalty. Time and time again, he's shown that he would do anything for his crew, whether it's standing up to powerful foes, embarking on dangerous missions, or simply providing a soothing melody in times of distress. Brook is always there for his friends. His loyalty is as steadfast as his spirit, a quality that has endeared him to his crew and to all of us. Every step of his journey, every key moment, has been a testament to his strength and courage. But more than that, it's been a demonstration of his heart. A heart that, despite being a skeleton, is brimming with life and love for his companions. Through it all, Brook has remained steadfast, never forgetting the promise he made to his old crew. So what makes Brook, our beloved Soul King, so special? The answer lies not in his skeletal form, nor his musical talent, but within the essence of who he is. From the day he first set sail, Brook has shown an unparalleled resilience. He's faced the depths of despair, yet never allowed it to extinguish his spirit. His loyalty is unwavering, whether to his original crew, the Rumbar Pirates, or to his new family, the Straw Hats. And the strength of his character? It's as enduring as the melody of his favorite tune. Brook's importance to the Straw Hat crew goes beyond his swordsmanship and musicality. He brings a unique perspective, a wisdom born from his long, solitary journey. In the grand narrative of the One Piece universe, Brook's story is a testament to the triumph of the spirit over adversity. Behind that skeletal facade is a heart that beats with courage, a soul that sings with passion, and a spirit that echoes with the laughter of a promise kept.
How often do you think about your heart health? Are you aware of the risks of cardiovascular disease? Well, let's dive into the heart of the matter. Cardiovascular diseases, encompassing coronary heart disease and stroke, claim the top spot as the leading cause of death in the United States. Particularly at risk are Blacks and Hispanics in underserved communities. It's a sobering reality, isn't it? But there's good news. Cardiovascular disease is largely preventable. Stay tuned to learn how you can keep your heart beating strong. Heart Smarts, a health program, is here to empower you to live a heart-healthy lifestyle. This program is not just about information, but about transformation. It offers a comprehensive approach to help you understand and achieve heart health. Heart Smarts is committed to reducing the incidence of cardiovascular disease, the leading cause of death in the United States. The program focuses on underserved communities where the risk of heart disease and stroke is greatest. Through education and empowerment, Heart Smarts aims to turn the tide on these statistics. It's a call to action, a call to change, a call to live healthier, longer lives. Heart Smarts is about arming you with the knowledge and tools you need to make heart-smart choices every day. It's about the power of prevention and the promise of a healthier future. Remember, Heart Smarts is not just a program, it's a life-changing journey. It's about taking control of your health, one heartbeat at a time. But don't just take our word for it. Listen to these stories from people who have benefited from Heart Smarts. Imagine being told you're at risk for heart disease, a leading cause of death in the United States. Now picture having the knowledge and tools to combat that risk head-on. For people like Maria, a single mother from an underserved community, Heart Smarts was a beacon of hope. The program informed decisions about her heart health, ultimately reducing her risk of cardiovascular diseases. And then there's John, a middle-aged man who was once a prisoner of his poor lifestyle choices. For him, Heart Smarts was not just a program, but a lifesaver. It opened his eyes to the risks he was taking and gave him the push he needed to commit to a healthier lifestyle. These are not just testimonials, they are life-changing stories. Stories of empowerment, resilience, and triumph over heart disease. These are real stories from real people who have seen the impact of Heart Smarts in their lives. Are you ready to be the next success story? Your heart health is in your hands, and with Heart Smarts, you have the power to make a difference. It's time to take that first step towards a healthier lifestyle, a step that could redefine your future. Heart Smarts is not just an ally, it's a beacon, guiding you to make informed decisions for your heart health. So why wait? The path to a healthier heart is just a click away. You'll find the link to Heart Smarts right down in the description below. Start your journey towards a healthier heart today with Heart Smarts.